Hi Leo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your January 2022 tarot reading. This is a reading for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you to all of you for your support. I think of you every single day and send you love and positive energy. And we will continue here. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome to you. I post new readings every Friday, then again on Monday. So if a reading doesn't resonate, come back in a couple of days. You can always check in a different part of your chart too. Now, Fridays are always a general reading. Mondays are a different style every week. So today's reading will be a more detailed Celtic cross style reading, but other weeks I do a love reading. I posted a 2022 year of predictions reading, and that's fun if you haven't seen that. And if you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. All right, what advice do you have for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Leo need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all concerned with Leo? All right. We'll start here with the tarot, and then we'll have the Angel Answers Oracle cards as well. Current situation, we've got the Eight of Wands. The immediate influence is the Two of Swords. You have the Five of Swords and the Destiny. Death is behind you. You haven't seen death in a while. The Star is in the more recent past. You have the Hermit coming towards you. You're represented by the Five of Pentacles. The person or situation that you're attracting is the Lovers. You've got the Page of Cups here in your hopes and fears. The Moon is in the outcome. Interesting, you've got 5 major arcana. Now, the bottom of the deck, we've got the Sun, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. I definitely see you as moving forward with something, a new phase that begins. We've got Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Leo, and Virgo. So quite a few different signs represented here, and quite a few major arcana. It's an important new phase that begins, and some of you, it may have to do with cleaning up the physical body, getting back to center, getting down to it. You know, the Sun represents victory, success. It's high vibrational. It's an energy, though, of being in a very unconditional place. So you're attracting positivity, but part of that is releasing the attachment to the how is it going to happen. It's just having that unwavering faith, that knowing that it's going to happen. You do have two twos here as well, and those represent, twos tend to be about partnerships in the tarot. So for some of you, I feel like you have a new love interest showing up, or you're headed for one, and part of that is mind, body, spirit alignment. You've got a great reading here for spirituality, for getting, something starting new, a new phase. And so, of course, with the Sun, that brings in true happiness. Now, that Knight of Wands, you may feel a bit of a restless energy. It may be an indication of your desire to move forward with some pace. This isn't sitting still. It's almost like running to stand still. And so with that Two of Pentacles, again, when we talk about partnerships, if it's something work related, if it's starting something new, you'll be attracting the right people, because in the energy of the Sun, it's synthesis. You attract all the right people, all the right places. You've got the perfect timing. And so it is a beautiful energy to start a new phase with this, but I do see it as moving forward. And the Two of Pentacles, too, is more of an uplifted light energy certainly compared to the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, I think you're going to get some information here with this Eight of Wands that's going to help alleviate that. If you're stuck in a feeling, or if you head into something where you've got some indecisive energy, not sure what to do here, the Two of Swords can be a real push-pull dynamic where you're not quite sure, do you take the leap of faith, or do you stay with the safe choice, especially too if it's relationships. But I see you moving forward with that Five of Pentacles, if it's a job or a relationship. The Eight of Wands, we know, is wonderful momentum. Eights are about vibration in the tarot, and so the energy of the Eight of Wands brings everything forward. It's evolution. It really is a place of expansion. So it's a wonderful energy with that Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords indicates, too, represents fear, and it may be very deep-seated. It could be related, too, if you had a falling out with somebody, not being sure what's going to happen there. Some of you might be asking about reconciliation, but I feel like you have somebody new coming in. Even if you reconcile with the old one, I still think you got somebody new coming in that's going to be better, okay? I just want to give it to you straight there. So interestingly enough, I do want to point this out. Whenever we have unclothed characters here showing up, now we've got the androgynous child here, but we've got Adam and Eve here, of course, and then of course in the star. There's acceptance here, there's self-mastery here. There's nothing holding you back when you see energies like this in the reading. So we'll get to the star here in the lovers in a minute, but I just caught my eye, I had to talk about it. So the fives here, fives are activity, their mediation, their change. For some of you, you may have a real gift because of your personality and your charisma. At, you know, having a falling out and being able to kind of smooth it over with ease, not really wanting a lot of conflict in your life, though. I don't see it as being prone to necessarily inviting fights. It almost seems more like you play the role of the mediator. You might have also had a tendency to attract controversial people who are difficult to get along with, and you somehow stick it out with them. I do see that, though, with the moon card. It may be an energy of changing some of that, deciding that you'd just rather be with people who are easier to get along with. Others of you, this may indicate overcoming something. If you had something that ended in a really disappointing way or in a very untrustworthy way, like somebody was dishonest, you know, that kind of that, there's discord here. So I do feel like with this, it's an indication as you move forward of attracting people that are, like I said, just easygoing, better, easier to get along with. So in the death card here, we've got transformation here. And notice too, we've got the white horse here depicted twice, okay? And it's all about that purity, that energy of moving forward, moving past the wreckage of the past, moving over old traumas, leaving it behind and starting a new life. The death card is a wonderful energy. I say oftentimes, it's one of the only places, the tarot is one of the only places that we really welcome death with open arms, because it really is a revision and a renewal in some way, with the star being right behind it. The death is all about transformation. It's your higher self too, telling you to let go of something. In the very backdrop here, we've got the pool of consciousness here is represented by all the water, but there's a tiny, tiny little ship headed towards the sunlight. They're telling you it's a dawn. It's a dawn of a new day. You're standing or going towards a new beginning. And so the moon too also has the sun. The moon always mirrors the sun. And so again, they're trying to tell you multiple times here that there is a new beginning for you. So if a job ended, if it's something you've been trying to stick it out with that Two of Swords, I do feel like they're trying to push you along into letting go. Let go to receive is this kind of energy. And so with this, there's a change, a big change on the horizon. It's the new from the old, though, all right? So when you let go of the past, you get a rebirth, you get a new life. Oh, did I say rebirth? Here it is here. So the star energy is beautiful energy about renewal. It's also self-care, too. So if you feel like this has been weighing on you, whatever this ending is, really take good care of yourself. Take good care of every single part of you, from mind, body, spirit. This is meditation. It's connecting with source energy. I just watched an interview not too long ago, and now I forget the guy's name, but he's very successful with money. Anyway, he talked about one of the meditations he does is envisioning a bowl in his mind and taking out the negative things that are in his subconscious and replacing it, the limitations, let's call it that, and replacing them with really what he wants to manifest. He's a master manifester. So anyway, with this, it's utilizing your own resources, being connected with source energy, and it's healing and it's moving forward. There's a revelation, though, with the star. I don't want it to just be, about meditation. There really is insight, knowing, a calm, a tranquility. And that's where that's where you start to bring in the good stuff. It's right here. It is, like I said, it's a healing energy, but I feel like for you, it's really about healing yourself and moving into something even better. Because that's, it's the delivery of dreams, right? The star card is like dreams come true. So the Hermit comes in, and I say this regularly, the Hermetic teaching or principle behind the Hermit is know thyself. And so with the gray in the card, that's all about knowledge. Again, there's a strong current of self-mastery in this reading throughout. And so with this energy, it really is a place of being on the right track. There's maturity here. In terms of a relationship, let's get to that because I've danced around it a little bit, not intentionally, but it's like you get to this place where you know who you are, you know what you're looking for, whether it's a job or a relationship, and you're attracting the right person with this. And I don't feel like you're going to have there's no anxiety here. This is not being worried. It's not being glum and down and out. It's really having that higher level of knowing, maturity in a relationship too. I also feel like whoever you're attracting here, it could be an air sign, Aquarius or Gemini here. But I also feel like with this too, they're very stable in their energy. They're in sync with you. There's an alignment here, a synergy like we talked about with the sun. Whoever it is that you're attracting will have similar desires too. I do feel like with the 5 of Pentacles that we've talked about, another 5 here, another change card, it really is leaving something, and it may not have been torturous. It may not be something that, was really just abysmal. It's with this, you've got this person with you there. It's a symbol that you're not losing everything. You're not necessarily even leaving as much as you're going toward your real heart's desires. So if you have that inner yearning, that burning, that nagging desire that you say it just doesn't seem like it's sufficient, those things like you're making a good living, maybe you're in nursing or you're in a skilled trade and you're making a lot of money doing it, or what most people would say is a lot of money, but you've got this other desire to be more creative and move on to something else. It's like it's here, it gets delivered in the reading. It shows the energy is great for any kind of partnerships with the lovers, and it's an energy too in terms of actual love relationships, of true love. It's a match. It's somebody that changes how you look at life. It is a life partner here. And so it's a beautiful, harmonious energy. It's an energy inside and out. And it's also about overcoming any obstacles. There is a decision here too. This is about making a decision. And so it's a positive decision. This is much different than like the Devil energy that has almost the same, really the same drawings in some ways. It's different than that because those are limited choices. This is abundance. It's like making the decision that tips the scales and brings you into what you want. Again, the sun is pictured here too. So you have that a few different times. And the sun indicates positive alignment. It indicates bringing in those desires into the physical realm. So you're definitely manifesting. And in terms of a love relationship too, you've got similar ideals. You want the same things in a relationship. The Page of Cups is about manifesting in the 3D reality. The Page of Cups brings in offers. It's communication. It's also optimism. He's got this enthusiasm and vigor for life. It's kind of like the Fool in some ways, where you don't judge, you're allowing. It's in that art of allowing. That's what this always reminds me of. And so with the Page of Cups, it can be an ex coming back around, but again, I feel like you have a stronger reading for new love and a new partnership, or if it's a job, again, it's a new opportunity. So with the moon here, we've got that pool of consciousness. Again, here, we've got it a few different times. And so with the moon, everything comes from source energy, okay? All of these creatures are erupting from source. And it's also about balancing. It's balancing your instincts, the instincts of the mind, with your soul and your source. So I do feel like with this, the yads too here, those droplets that are coming down, they indicate gifts or positive alignment. They represent the first name or first letter of the name of God in Hebrew. So it's really about being divinely guided. In the energy of the moon though, it's an evolution, okay? So information comes out here. The information that you need is represented by the 8 of Wands and the moon to help you get out of that 2 of Swords, or to make the decision that you need to make, whether it's a new job or a new love relationship. But this is a new phase. This also too is an energy where we talk about setting intentions. So journaling, being very clear, try that. Oh, you know who it is? I think his name is Billy Carson, that meditation that I talked about. He's written a lot of books too. So with this, it's an energy of receiving, of a new phase that brings in new relationships, new partnerships. So let's see here what the angels have to say for you, Leo. So anyone, again, that you're meeting, new people, it could be just friendships too. I mean, if there's new people coming in, you're attracting people that will be, it feels like they're just going to be much more in flow with you. People who are easy to get along with and not maybe so much the competition. So listen to your intuition. With the star here and the moon, quieting the mind, meditating, the answers will show up. They say you have big, happy changes. I would agree. And you've got if you believe. So ask, believe, receive. You've got take action. So there is definitely with the 8 of Wands and that Knight of Wands, an impulse to move forward, sort of that almost driven type of energy. And then we have here a yes. And this is the one where you create your own reality. You're the cause, everything around you is the effect. So you can have, do, or be anything in this energy. You hold the moon in one hand, the sun in the other, and it all really comes down to infusing those thoughts with feelings, knowing that it's here already. So good things are on the way for you, Leo. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.